Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. I'm the armchair QB Dizzle, and I'm here with the shiniest head of sports entertainment, Dutchie.
Really? I'm the shiniest? I mean, there's been plenty of shiny.
Yeah, but you're the shiniest.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm here with the man that puts the E in everlasting gobstopper. Eric's here, everybody.
What's up?
And we're here for NXT TAKEOVER Brooklyn, baby.
Brooklyn.
I'm bringing the hood to you. And this is the first NXT TAKEOVER Brooklyn. There's 15,000 in attendance. It's at the Barclays Center, and it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
August 22nd, 2015. The Battle for Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Eric's birthday.
Yep, and Apollo Crews' birthday, too.
Well, there you go. I share one with Braun Breaker.
I share one with John Cena. I got to get both.
So I share a birthday with Apollo Crews and the Usos.
Oh, that's awesome.
I share a birthday with John Cena, Britt Baker, and Tony Atlas.
I'm jealous because you share one with Britt.
After Cena.
At least you share one with a girl.
Tony Atlas is cool, I guess.
Even Misty didn't like it. She's just like, really? You're going to brag about that?
I share it with Drake, one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time in some people's minds.
I share, William Shakespeare was also born on my birthday as well. I mean, 500 years earlier.
I'm going to keep bragging. I'm going to look mine up now. Famous birthdays.
October 24th, right?
I wasn't going to give it on the internet, but thank you.
Oh.
Just give my social while you're at it.
I don't know your social.
Thank God. Antoine Van Leeuwenhoek.
Who?
He's a microbiologist, Doug.
I don't know if I share any with any famous women. I have to look.
Moss Hart. Is he related to Brett?
No.
Bob Kane, dude, that's great. He created Batman.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty fucking sick. He's the co-creator of Batman.
Ryan's is the day after mine, I think.
That's not one to brag about. You don't want to be share a birthday with the penis guy. With the penis druids.
Yeah.
I did like his sleazeball gimmick in TNA.
Yeah.
But Lehman was into it. And I remember him getting
I remember.
But yeah. NXT, baby. This is an interesting time. And by the way, we're doing this. Eric picked this because Eric wanted to do an NXT show. And like from the early days of the Black and Gold when they were really kicking ass with just a stellar fucking roster of like young guys and established indie guys.
Yeah.
Like they just really had a solid fucking roster. Like this roster beats a lot of even the really good TNA rosters because the TNA guys kind of came over around this time. And it was just, you saw indie darlings with like the Baron Corbins and the Apollo Cruzes and, you know, the kind of.
Asuka was shown in the crowd for the very first time. She was still known as Kana.
And I thought, really good roster, but this is interesting for me because we talk about a lot on this show of like different time periods when we watched and didn't watch, and you've told all the stories of your childhood and when you would get to watch and when you wouldn't. This was around a period that I was still kind of out because my whole high school experience wrestling was pretty fucking lame. I'm not gonna. It was getting really fucking bad. I had kind of joined back like when Seth and Dean were doing their thing a little bit on the main roster, and like that Money in the Bank that year was pretty good. When Cesaro got to wrestle for the title.
I remember the first year that I lived down here. You came and stayed for the summer.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh, cool, we're gonna watch Network, and then you're just like, you're like, no, we're going to watch Trailer Park Boys. That's better. And I'm like, nope, you're in my house now. And you're like, yeah, but you're watching it on my Xbox, bitch.
Well, W. All right. No, but yeah. So this was around, and I love wrestling. I'm a lifelong fan. I've watched when I was a kid. But like every fan, and some fans stick with it forever and just like to bitch along the way. I've always liked the main one. If you really don't like the product, if you're really complaining about it, just take a break from it. And
I did.
Do something else. Watch it.
I quit watching in 2021, 2022. Like I was only watching special events.
Pandemic era really wasn't my thing. I was kind of out for that too, and it came right at the end. There's been times with modern wrestling, and I always with that, I will always go back and watch old shit, at least but even this 4 years, I wasn't really doing that. I was really just focused on other things and not watching wrestling like that. Every once in a while, like I watched WrestleMania 30 and shit, and that was really cool. And like I had a couple experiences along the way, but I wasn't hardcore in. Then I moved down here the year after, so 2016, and I start watching it with Doug again, and now I'm back in, and now I'm really fucking in for the next.
And then we started our podcast, and we mainly did our old school stuff too.
Yeah. But I was into the modern. They just did another brand split, and a lot of the faces you see here are like a part of that. Yep. Like when I start, now they're on the main roster when I start watching. So a lot of these faces are very familiar because I got to see all of them on the main roster, either fucking sink or swim, and a lot of them were forced to sink because NXT call-ups have infamously been fucked up. There's
Baron Corbin.
You never really know what to do with people, it seems like sometimes.
Well, yeah.
But also that's the reason I call myself the armchair QB. But that is armchair QB saying, because I also am a firm believer, you put any fan that thinks that they know better in that position, they'll piss their pants and fucking and have a really hard time because it's a way harder job than just GM mode on 2K.
Now, should we get into like the breaking news that we saw earlier?
There's been some cuts.
What breaking news?
Hold up, because I want to make sure I finish the point on the Raw.
This is breaking news for me too. So,
okay, well you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it good. But so I come in about the year after, so I missed a lot of this shit. Was my main point. So going back and watching this, there was a lot of surprises for me. There was a few things that I was like, and not to bury the lead here, but one of them was like, the fucking vaudevillains being over as shit as baby faces. I never remembered that. So going back and seeing Simon
It didn't
Gotch,
last long.
I know, but seeing Simon Gotch get a pin for a very loud and the Barclays shout, what? Like that's the biggest moment I've ever seen him have. And so like, because when I come in and I see him on the main roster, it didn't work out. I know he blames Enzo and there was a whole thing with that. And I think he's probably right. But I just never really got to see him. And then I saw some of his independent shit when he went to MLW and stuff. But
it's Simon.
He was Simon Gotch.
Oh, yeah. He was part of Tom Lawler's Team Filthy, and then he started that group with.
He beat the shit. I remember he set up Tom Lawler. Like he had him like come into a backstage area and beat the fuck out of him, I think.
Yeah, and then he started the group that Jacob Fatu was in.
Okay.
Jacob Fatu got over and nobody else did.
So the guy challenging Roman, the reason we can thank for it, Simon Gotch, baby.
MJF was in MOW too, right?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. A lot of that was a pretty prominent indie for a while, and it still kind of is.
Well, because they had the television on beIN Sports, which it's a network out in this area.
Yeah, I mean, it was an all right program at times, and I like watching all sorts of wrestling. I like watching TNA from back in the day, WCW, Territories.
I mean, that's how I got to know who Swerve Strickland and Penta were.
Oh, yeah. Oh, from MOW.
Yep.
That's why it's like we do fucking, like, we are all just like fans giving our opinions, but we also do our fucking homework and watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah.
I know, and Eric's more of a general sports guy, but he's watched a lot of wrestling matches in his own right. So we've all seen a lot of pro wrestling. Doesn't make us experts, but
I mean, to get him to watch a lot of the current wrestling, you have to strap him to a chair, put Alpo on his nuts, and threaten to throw a Rottweiler on him.
That's just WWE. AEW.
It is hard to watch like 5 hours of wrestling each week.
Yeah.
Or what is it, 7 hours? 8 hours.
Well, dude, if you include now, I have access to fucking. I mean, you got Vince Russo's JCW. You got Juggalo Championship Wrestling on YouTube. You can check out, which is honestly not a bad program. I mean, you would think it to be way worse. Mr. Kennedy's there, or Mr. Anderson, like
Big Vito's there. Who I've been talking to Big Vito quite a bit lately.
Which he just was in the news over that altercation with the fan at WWE World, I think, or something like that. One of the conventions was really weekend. Looked like the fan was being a dick, though. I don't know the situation.
A lot of fans were being dicks over the weekend. Like there was a fan.
People were getting bugged. Yeah, a Punk went off.
Punk went off. Somebody grabbed Elena Black, and security did nothing. So Elena Black's boyfriend Casey Navarro just went up and just beat the shit out of the guy.
Damn. Fans do go too far, and not just in wrestling, in anything.
Yeah, but they go really far in wrestling for some
Yeah,
reason
they do.
because it seems so personable and you feel like you know the characters and stuff. But it's like, leave them alone, man. Just let them, like, to the point to where if I saw fucking John Cena or somebody at a coffee shop, I might just say, like, John Cena, like, as I pass him, or I might just say, like, a hello or a good morning. I would not go up and ask for a picture or anything because I just fucking feel bad for him at this point.
Yeah,
and I know they're rich and that's like part of
coffee.
their job and stuff, but it's not part of their job to get fucking harassed.
Did Dad ever tell you the story about how he met Macho Man in the airport?
Yeah.
All right. So, for anybody that has never heard this story before, even though you probably don't give a shit, our father met Macho Man in an airport years ago. I was only 2, so he wasn't even. I don't even think our sister was a thought yet.
Yeah.
So he's on a flight, getting ready to go to. I believe he's going to Florida, or something like that, or maybe coming home. It might have been an airport or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And one of the guys from work, because this was a big topic at my dad's work at the time, was wrestling. And the guy, one of his buddies, comes up to him and goes, "Hey, Macho Man's in the gift shop. Go see if you can get something signed." And my dad's just like, "Oh, all right." So he goes in there, and Macho Man is looking at his watch, going like this, I guess, on his watch, like trying to get Elizabeth, because he was with Elizabeth trying to get her to hurry up. She's trying to buy stuff at the airport gift shop. And he's looking at her like, "Come on, let's go." Or "Let's go, yeah." So my dad comes up to him and says, "I know a lot of people have already come up to you, and I'm sure you don't want to do this, but can I get your autograph?" So Macho Man just rolls his eyes and is like, "Yeah, sure." Pulls out a bandana out of his bag, signs it, hands it to my dad. And my dad says, "Thank you very much." "No problem. Now go away." And so my dad went away.
So there you go.
Our dad.
But even like I think in the airport, I'm leaving them alone. Anything, like, it's just when you're in passing, a quick, like, "Hey, it's Jet," like saying their name or whatever. Okay. Like, or like, "Hey, hello," like just trying to say hi, what's up, and then walk past. I get everybody wants a picture. I get everyone wants to put on Instagram, whatever the fuck. It's just like, you're being annoying and you're being an asshole. And like when it's a group of you and it's overwhelming and they can't get out, like think of if you had fucking, all that. Like that sucks. So, and I'm not going to be the guy that like really stands up for it, but it's still like, I understand why they're annoyed. That is annoying behavior. And I get it. It comes with being famous, and it's like, it's great that people know you and shit. But, especially when you got grifters and people just trying to get you to sign shit so they can sell it and shit like that. And it's big crowds. Like, it's annoying. Like sometimes I'm just trying to go take a piss and go to my hotel room. If I wasn't able to do that, I'd be mad. So if I was traveling and I couldn't go pee because someone was in my way, I would be annoyed.
So there was, there's a toy shop.
I want to get to the announcement after you're done, though.
Yeah. There's a toy shop in Jersey called House of Fun. I've been there a couple times. Great place. And Bronson Reed, when they were in, I think they were in Philly. This place is in New Jersey, but they were going to be in Philly for a show. I think it was last year. Bronson Reed goes to the toy shop, just walks through the door, and the owner is just like, "Holy shit, it's Bronson Reed." The owner asked everybody that was in the store to wait outside until Bronson Reed got done getting what he wanted to get.
Yeah.
And everybody obliged. They're like, "Okay, cool." And that was like, he asked Bronson Reed, he goes, "Hey, can I get a picture?" "Yeah, sure." Gets a picture. And then Bronson Reed buys his stuff, walks out, shakes hands with the people that graciously let him have the inside of the store to himself.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good interaction. If you could stuff like
Well,
that.
he's also 450 pounds. You really want to piss him off?
Yeah. All right, breaking news. There's been cuts, ladies and gentlemen. After WrestleMania season, WWE likes to cut some fat and get rid of some people. And particularly, a lot of people have not been a fan of SmackDown, and so they might be I don't think you should ever be happy if someone loses their job and livelihoods, because that sucks. But in an entertainment aspect like this, I always understand you gotta, if you're not using somebody, let's give them an opportunity to go somewhere else, especially in today's climate where people can go somewhere and make more money, and make other make some cash and do something. Like Tony might see something in them. Fucking, they might end up in TNA. Like there's so many possibilities now, which is great that wrestling, the industry got. I
see one of them going to TNA, especially like if somebody who is ruining TNA right now is still there when this person's non-compete comes up. Again, I said ruining, so I don't think it would be a good fit, but I do see it happening.
Someone that's been injured for a while, Zoe Stark, has been released.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. She is gone. Zoe Stark. She's gone. Chelsea Green's Secret Service, Secret Hervis. Alba Fire is gone. So
his eyes were starting. He's
like, Chelsea's gone. No, it's not Chelsea. But her.
I was going to say they just brought her husband back. They just brought her husband.
That would be a Vince move.
Yeah, that really would.
It really would be a Vince move. Okay, cool. We're bringing your husband in, lady. Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna fire you in about a month.
God damn it, pal. That's what it's got to be. I know you got a better Vince in you.
Yeah. God damn it, pal. God damn it, bitch. We're going to bring your husband in. But then in about a month, I'm pooping on your head and you're leaving.
It's a little better, but
a little more graphic.
It might sound like him now because he's a little creepier.
Yeah.
So that young lady is gone. All the best to her.
She's definitely going to go to TNA, especially if Isla Dawn is or not TNA, the fucking the asshole that owns that his family owns the Jaguars, that place.
I love that place.
Oh, yeah. Tony Khan.
Yeah. If Isla Dawn's still in AEW, that's where Alba Fire's going. She'll probably get to change her name back to Kaylee Ray.
Now, a comment you said a couple weeks ago was that you hope Solo Sikoa's group, the MFTs, and the Wyatt Six both get fired after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I got one, but not the other. The one I really would have preferred is still there.
The Wyatt Six is still there?
Uncle Howdy's not with the company.
Oh.
Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas has been released, Joe Gacy has been released, and Nikki Cross has been released. So the Wyatt Six was a fun experiment. It never really got over. It did at times, and it got a little exciting, but it never really panned out, and it really did. They didn't know what to do with them. And the babyface thing was weird, but I get it as a tribute to Bray. It just never really completely got over. So they've nixed a lot of that. That's gone. And they lost the payoff last week.
Yeah.
With the MFTs. And that didn't get a WrestleMania match. That kind of showed you where they were in standing. So now they're gone. And they can go do something else. And Bo's a creative young man. He'll always figure something out. And Nikki will be.
Now, in real life, is he dating Liv Morgan?
God bless. Good for him if he is.
Well, I mean, because I know they have they had a real estate business together.
Really?
Yeah, years ago, they were in real estate. Now I don't know if that means that they're actually dating or. But I mean, they had some kind of association.
It could have been friends with benefits. Just saying.
God, you got a dirty mind.
Speaking of that, I wonder if Paige and Xavier Woods reunited. I keep seeing AI images that they did. I saw an AI image that that Brad Maddox and Xavier Woods were all hanging out after she returned. Which people are just fucking brutal now.
Oh yeah.
All right. Back to Brooklyn. Let's get to NXT, baby. 2015. This is an exciting year. Wrestling's in a really good place.
Clintus, we tried to give you enough time to join in, you dick.
Yeah, we did. All right.
He probably fell asleep.
So there was a few matches before, right?
Yeah, because they had to tape for the next week's NXT.
Yeah,
So
that's what they did.
And there was a lot of talent on that with the Hype Bros, Enzo Amore, and Big Cass going against, what are they in AEW now? FTR?
Yeah.
FTR and Chad Gable and Jason Jordan El Grande.
So they went against the Revival and American Alpha, who would end up working with each other the following year.
I didn't know the Revival was there already.
Yeah.
And
well, that's what FTR is.
I know. Eva Marie and Carmella. God bless. Bull Dempsey and Elias Sampson.
Well, this is like right before they fired Bull.
Yeah.
Because Bull was Bull was considered a big deal, and then they just stopped pushing him.
Yeah, it seemed like he was going to be something.
Yeah.
And Emma beat Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Dana Brooke.
I remember Emma. She was supposed to be good too.
Yeah. Well, and this is after she had the first main roster run with the company. It didn't work because she got she got caught stealing an iPhone case. So they took her back to NXT and they made her a heel and they had her team with Dana Brooke.
That's right.
Well, that dance was stupid.
I remember that. Yeah.
That dance she did was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Remember
Emma had talent. She had talent.
Emelina was hilarious when she came out, and then she fucking went back, and then it's like Emma's gonna be here next week.
Yeah, she's like, I transferred to Emily, but apparently what happened was they tried the gimmick out. She was not doing good with that gimmick at all during rehearsals, so Vince is just like, God damn it, you're gonna go back to Emma.
That was a good
fucking bitch.
He was good in the ring.
Vince?
No, Emma.
He had some good matches.
He had Shawn Michaels' best WrestleMania match ever.
No, he didn't.
I'm trying to get Eric riled up. Play along.
No, it didn't work. Nice try, though.
Well, I mean, if he would have sold it a little bit, it might have.
I'm gonna sell you.
You'll get a quarter.
All right, to start this card off, we have Jushin Thunder Liger's first and only ever WWE match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In NXT, technically. Well, technically, it's not WWE, but it is WWE, but it is. Because Triple H opened it. Which, by the way, Jesus Christ, I do like Triple H and I do like Stephanie, and I think both Hall of Fame completely worthy. But when people say that they suck themselves off a little bit and they put themselves out there a lot.
Yeah.
I went back and watched this. It's like, even here, like Triple H is starting out like this, like the Messiah, like I built this. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yep.
I built this, but then in 5 years, I'm going to have a heart attack and Vince is going to come in and try to ruin it. Which did happen.
Triple H won in the end, though. Even though he's getting blamed, but not blamed, but kind of blamed.
Well,
lately.
I'll say this, and this is the only time I'm ever going to give Pat McAfee credit. The fact that Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll were just like, because it was supposed to be a tag match coming up at Backlash.
Yep.
Randy and Pat versus Cody and Jelly. And Pat McAfee was just like, I want out of the storyline. I can't take the negative. Everything is too negative. Like TKO is just like, they're taking the Vince approach to where like the fans can just go fuck themselves and either watch it or don't.
Yeah.
But Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll, who want to be liked by the public, are just like, no, like if they don't like it, we should not do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give Pat McAfee a lot of credit for not keeping his head in his ass.
Well, him and Jelly both, because you could tell plans got altered, especially like a few weeks ago. That one SmackDown was like the Jelly Roll show. I did not think after watching that one episode where he like wrestles Kit Wilson, he gives Rhea Ripley a speech, like he was all over the fucking program. And it's like, okay, he's going to get like an actual WrestleMania match and do something. And he had like that, he put McAfee through a table and that was it. And then he fucked off. I did like how he was like, give him what they want to see, baby, one-on-one. Yeah, I did like that. I thought both of them did a good job. and I thought Pat was actually a pretty damn good heel at WrestleMania. Okay, I love the Jerry Lawler fucking thumbs up, and then he turned it into a middle finger as he's going off into the stretcher.
Yeah.
And then even like when Randy RKO'd him and he got stretchered off, he was flipping like a finger up. I thought he did a good job as like a heel there. And yes, it's not what anybody wanted, but sometimes it can still be good.
Yeah.
And I thought that WrestleMania main event still worked for me. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And
I
as a
enjoyed
Cody
it.
Rhodes fan, I really thought he looked like a good baby face and the whole thing worked. Do I
Better than
agree?
last year.
Do I agree that night 2 was stronger than night 1? Absolutely.
Yeah,
But do
it
I
was.
think that main event was still pretty good? I don't know if I agree with Ric Flair that it's one of the greatest WrestleMania main events of all time. But I do think it was pretty damn good. For what those guys had to work with, I thought they told a good story.
Did any of you guys see Roman's tweet?
No.
No.
So both of you have seen the movie Grudge Match, right? With De Niro and Stallone.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So when they're after they do the boxing match and they're kind of hugging each other, and De Niro said, "Oh, thanks for the shot," and he goes, "You're welcome," and Stallone goes, "You're welcome." He goes, "But I still hate you," and Stallone goes, "I hate you too." So Roman's tweet was kind of like, Phil, we made magic at WrestleMania, and said a couple more nice things. He was like very grateful, but he's like, "But I still hate you, but thank you." And I was just like, oh my God, he fucking took that from Grudge Match. Roman thinks he's Robert De Niro.
They did make magic. That was a great main event.
Oh, they absolutely did. But I love the threat because Grudge Match is one of my favorite movies of the 2010s. So the fact that they were kind of paying homage, that I felt like he was paying homage to it, I was just like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they made, they almost made people forget that people were bitching about WrestleMania. They're like, oh my God, this is the greatest wrestling match ever.
Yeah, no one could really complain about the main event.
Nope.
Which with Randy and Cody, no matter how good they wrestled, people were going to complain about that. There was nothing they could do. And they tried everything. Both guys, bled, and it was a fucking – I thought they actually had a good main event. I don't think it was better than Punk and Roman, even though I'm more of a fan of Randy and Cody. I do think Punk and Roman put on kind of a masterclass and a damn good main event. And no fuckery at all, and just a straight wrestling match where the better guy won. I thought it was a damn good, especially when people were bitching about match length too, and they gave us a good 30 minutes of action. I thought that ended the show. You can't end a show better than how they did. So it beats a lot of WrestleMania main events.
Yeah, it does.
Back to Brooklyn. Jushin Thunder Liger and Tyler Breeze.
God damn it, Clinton. I keep trying to give you opportunities to get in. Where the hell are you?
You just don't want to talk about Eric's topic. But Jushin Thunder Liger and Tyler Breeze knocked the house out. I thought Breeze was going to win, but I understand giving it to Liger when he's never really – he's one of the greatest.
Tyler Breeze is one of those NXT cases that got so fucked.
Yeah.
Because one, he gets called up in October of 2015 when it's just like, oh, well, we'll call you up after WrestleMania. That's when the big call-ups happen, or maybe even after a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That's a big time for a call-up. No, we're going to call you up in October after Hell in a Cell, which is going to suck this year because the main event is Seth Rollins and Kane.
That's right.
Okay. So you're going to get called up after Hell in a Cell. Okay, cool. What am I doing? Oh, well, Summer Rae's going to be your manager.
Wow.
She's barely ever used on TV. All right, pal, if you don't like that, we'll take her away from you after a month. It's just like he got so fucked.
Yeah, then he got put in that team. And then when I started watching again, he was in a throwaway team with fucking Fandango.
Yeah, but they did try to get themselves over.
I thought they got more over than like the Hype Bros and shit. Like out of that tag division, like they were kind of some of the most over.
Yeah.
Like the Vaudevillains didn't work. They didn't work. Like the Hype Bros didn't work. Alpha Academy was okay, but it wasn't drawing a lot of fan reaction. But they were putting on pretty fun matches. The Usos were getting over again.
Well, yeah, because they changed up their gimmick, which you have to.
And they became heels, right?
Huh?
Yeah, they were heels.
Yeah.
They were acting gangsta.
Down since Actually, I can't sing. I'm looking at
That's when I started liking the Usos when they turned heel.
Yeah. But out of the guys that challenged them, the Fandango and Tyler Breeze were like the most cheered.
Yeah.
Which Tyler Breeze always, I felt bad for him. But here, oh my God, he got like a WrestleMania entrance. And like a lot of these, it's like they took like this first ever like pay-per-view for them very seriously. And they took it like they tried to make it a match, even though it was like it's an arena, it's not a stadium show. But for them, it's like that's the most. A lot of these, even the indie darlings, not a lot of those guys got to do 15,000 fucking buildings. So the fact that they like did a huge number in attendance, and this was taken very seriously, and a lot like Sasha got a great entrance, a Demon of course, but which Demon's WrestleMania entrance. I don't want to keep going back to WrestleMania, but Tyler Breeze, when he came out, it's like, this guy's a big fucking deal. This was a WrestleMania style entrance with all the lights and the fucking, like, that was fucking awesome. And then Jushin Thunder Liger kicks his ass, but still, I thought they made him seem like very important. And the match was a fun athletic contest.
Yeah, it was.
The Jushin, as old as that motherfucker gets, you'll never know it. and you'll never see it because he's in a full fucking bodysuit. But
he's only 61 years old.
Yeah, he's an old fucking guy, but the guy and him and Rey Mysterio and those guys really are the argument against working safe. It brings longevity because you look at Hogan and you look at Rey Mysterio. Well, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, but like by the time Hulk was Rey's age, I feel like Rey's in better shape.
Yeah,
I mean Hulk was still doing pretty good shit at 51. Wasn't that Ruthless Aggression era and Captain America and shit?
Yes.
So that's probably a bad comparison. But like Cody and Punk and shit, like they're like 40 and they look about as good as Rey. Like Rey's still fucking doing it at 51 years old. Whereas like Cena just retired younger than that. Brock just retired younger than that. AJ just retired younger than that. Fucking Lil Rey's still going.
I mean, when he doesn't get hurt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting more fragile. But the fact that he's not fucking like I've seen him at conventions in the last few years, and he's moving fine.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look in that much pain. Him and Jushin Thunder Liger, it's not a reckless style, but it's a very high-risk style.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had the longevity they had is just, I think, really impressive.
Oh, definitely.
This was a great, fun 8-minute match, almost 9 minutes.
It was a good opener. I enjoyed
it. I'm going to give it 4 stars because the crowd was hot for it.
I'm going to agree.
I agree too.
So there we go. Now, next up, like I said, I did not expect the Vaudevillains being super fucking over. And good for Blue Pants, which I never fucking heard of a day in my life. And
Buddy Murray.
Huh?
You're talking about Buddy Murray?
No, I know Buddy Murphy.
The Blue Pants.
Buddy Murphy is the greatest lay in the history of the wrestling business. Him and Punk have the magical penis because, Punk because there's some guys that have gone through generational runs with the females in the locker room. And, I know I'm a fucking pig, but it's just what it is. And a lot of, guys have done very well for themselves when it comes to Punk has dated a lot of girls.
Dolph Ziggler's probably, or
Dolph's up there.
Well, no, because he's gone out with a lot of diseased.
Okay. But I don't want to be mean here because this is already a touchy subject. But Buddy Murphy was engaged to fucking – well, he's married to Rhea Ripley, and he was engaged to Alexa Bliss. That is the best 1-2 punch you can get in the history of the wrestling business. It's 2 completely different types, two beautiful women, great personalities, at least on screen. I don't know what they're like in their private life. But they seem like fucking great people. And, good for fucking Buddy Murphy.
They seem very human.
And they were dating back then, right? Him and Alexa?
Him and Alexa were dating back then. Wesley Blake, who was... Huh?
I didn't realize there was Alexa Bliss until I saw the match with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. And then Wesley Blake, he ended up married to that Sarah Lee, who won the Tough Enough, and unfortunately she passed away a few years ago. And I hope to God Paige felt like shit when she passed away.
Jesus Christ, dude. R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, definitely R.I.P. to Sarah Lee, but Paige was a bitch. But welcome back.
I think her being a judge on Tough Enough.
That was not a good idea.
Yeah, but no, I'm not agreeing with. I'm saying her thing with on Tough Enough does not result in somebody's death. It should not be blamed for that. And you are a fucking psycho. I love you to death, and you're great. But holy shit,
she treated no. I'm just
weird dots to connect. I mean,
no, I'm just saying is that like as much grief as she gave that girl.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like.
But that was her job.
Feel like shit.
It was her job, Doug.
The only good thing you've ever done in your life was a goddamn sex tape.
Oh, there goes the Page interview. We need to have like a list and a graphic up and like have like check marks. Like Triple H gone, Shawn Michaels gone, Page gone.
Basically all my favorites.
I mean, we could probably get Ric Flair if we offer him whiskey.
Yeah, Ric Flair might do it just to be like, hey, you fucking asshole. Did you say something? I love you. Let's go to Columbia.
We probably have to pay him too.
If you haven't seen Ric Flair's Ariel Helwani interview, it's one of the greatest pieces of chaos you can check out that came out a couple days ago. Because he just fucking goes on the full on. He's definitely had a few, and he just starts shitting on everybody. And I love Ric Flair, and I don't, subscribe to the theory of like, just because he's kind of like an old man that's like going through shit now and he's kind of unhinged. I'll forever love the legacy of Ric Flair, and nobody can convince me otherwise. But
I've tried.
Yeah, and I understand people's reservations. But I still, and he's old and he used to be a star, and he's fucking like, he's trying his best, man. And so I have a lot of slack for him. But he does talk a lot of shit. But the guys he talks shit about, I enjoyed because all they do is talk shit. And I'm not talking about Dutch Mantel because I don't think he deserved that wrath. And I've heard Dutch, and he's not that critical. But then James Romero, the British Salamonster, and Stevie Richards, I've checked out their program. And it's just a fucking toilet bullshit fest of like anything WWE's doing, just poop on it. I think they gave that main event some credit, hopefully. I believe they did. And I think they like the Brock shit. So I've heard them compliment a few things. But they do take a lot of big poops. And so Ric Flair, like fucking
Stevie Richards' career was a big poop.
Yeah. Which I like right to censor. But I do... Ric Flair shitting on some of those people was pretty fucking funny, and especially Romero, because he's kind of, that's his whole thing is making fun of people, which I don't mind his content, but he's another fan that hasn't done it. He's gotten to talk to some interesting, smart people, and I'm sure he's a student of the game, and he's watched a lot of wrestling, like I've watched a lot of wrestling, but I don't think either of us could run a wrestling company, so. No.
He can run one into the ground.
So he tries to give advice. I'd love for a reality show where you take guys like that. Instead of doing Unreal, give Salamonster the booking for a month and see what a shit show that is, and have him deal with injuries and have him deal with talent, telling him to go fuck himself, and see if he can like get respect and actually do it. Like I would love to see those two guys and other like critics of and listen, I'm not a Triple H apologist. I think a lot of the shit's bad. I would love to go on that reality show and see if I could fucking do it. But it'd be funny to see if these guys could sink or swim and actually, because they're full of opinions. But it's different when you're actually running a business.
I wouldn't be able to do it because I would just tell Ari, like if Ari Emanuel and Mark Shapiro and Nick Khan were just like, hey, we need you to do this. I'll look at them and be like, I need you to fuck off until I'm, and let me do my thing. And by the way, WrestleMania comes out of Saudi, then I'll be thrown out on my ass.
Well, I'd rather work for Tony Khan.
Well, you'll be thrown out of your ass after you bring Mickie James back and do her and Lyra 4 months in a row in a pay-per-view main event stretch for the Intercontinental.
In bikinis covered in peanut butter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Back to Brooklyn.
I was just gonna say
The Vaudevillains. Simon Gotch getting, like I said, it was the most over I've seen that motherfucker. Aiden English has always been a pro, and he's gotten other things over. Rusev Day was a huge thing because of him.
Yeah.
And so the English is legit.
And his commentary in TNA, he's a really good heel commentator.
I've always enjoyed him. Now, Wesley Blake never really worked out.
No.
Murphy, and this is a young Alexa Bliss, and she always had that good heel bitch in her, but it was pretty green at this point.
Yeah.
And her blue pants going at it was kind of fun, I guess. But, excuse him, wow. But Buddy Murphy has always been that fucking guy. Just watching this match, all the good wrestling in this match feels like it was produced by him. It feels like he really made the Vaudevillains look great. And he kind of, like, at least that's how I viewed it. I'm just watching this when they, like, what I always thought when they called Buddy Murphy on SmackDown Wrestling's Best Kept Secret, I always thought that was stupid because you're admitting that you don't push this guy. Like, that's pretty much what that title means. Like, Wrestling's Best Kept Secret. Like, he's great, but we don't want you to know he's great, so we're not going to book him right.
Yeah.
Like, that felt weird. But it is like a true fucking statement of him. He really is wrestling's best kept secret because he's been a guy that could do everything and is pretty damn good. Not a bad talker, not the greatest on the stick, but not the worst, and can fucking go ham in the ring, can work and adapt to anybody's style and do some really good shit. Has a good look to him. Like, Buddy Murphy's always been legit, and he's always gotten, like, settled in a group or done, like, in a weird storyline. Hey, you get to fuck Rey Mysterio's daughter. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff.
He's always injured.
Yeah, and he would get injured. He got injured just walking in the ring in fucking Australia.
Yeah.
But, like, I've always, whenever I watch him, I'm like, God damn, this guy's fucking good. He's one of those. Like, you always forget about him, and then you see him in a match. Like, he'll show up on an AEW pay-per-view. You're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's fucking great.
He's a good hand for AEW.
He's a good hand. He really is. But he's one of those guys I could see challenging for the world title. Maybe not winning it, but challenging for it or doing something. Like,
if he ever comes back, he can definitely be somebody that challenges Darby. I mean, if Darby still has the belt by the time he comes back.
Well, and in this day and age where we're going to acknowledge real-life couples, it'd be cool to see him come to WWE and do some shit with his wife. Yeah. They would never let it happen, but it would be cool.
He'd have to... Him versus Io, winner gets to marry Reed.
Honestly, though, that match would be fucking great. Like, those two would put on an amazing fucking intergender match. And Io would fucking be bumping her ass off, and he would actually, like, make Io look fucking, which you don't have to make Io look great. She's great. But that would be a fun match. This was a fun match. And I think it was mostly fun because the crowd was so fucking into it because this was such a hot crowd.
Eric fired himself.
All right. Well, it's just the two of us.
All right.
I really enjoyed this, which I feel bad. I compliment NXT. All right, there he is. I really fucking enjoyed this.
You're watching porn at the same time, aren't you?
No, my phone, when it goes to 50%, it turns off some apps, so it turned off.
Fucking technology.
This was fun, and the crowd was really into it. That brings it up to a 3 for me. It was a pretty fun
I'm actually going to say 3.5. I did enjoy this. I like the name of their finish, the Whirling Dervish. I would not be able to write it out on a piece of paper.
The Whirling Dervish.
I'm going to agree with Daniel and say 3.
You're a Whirling Dervish.
He's going to get a 3 job.
Right. This next match, it was kind of like, eh.
What was the next match? Oh,
Ty Dillinger and Apollo Crews, baby. And this was like the one throwaway of the card, which it was just kind of designed to make
Apollo Crews
look good.
Yeah.
Which I think it succeeded in that, so I don't think it's a failure of a match. But Sean Spears really hadn't come into his own yet, and he did get the perfect 10 thing over as a babyface later on.
Yeah.
But this really didn't it didn't do much besides Apollo Crews looks kind of like a beast, which I think, like, he's a mini Bobby Lashley, and he always has been. That dude's a fucking badass. He's just never really had the charisma.
Right.
He's back in NXT, right?
No, he's back on the main roster. He's been hanging out with Cardona.
Okay.
That's right.
I'd
he's
like to
on
see
the-
him versus Omi.
That would be cool.
I think that would be a badass match. Huh?
Who'd you say?
Omi Fami?
Oh, Oba.
Oma.
I thought you said
Naomi.
Naomi.
I was going to say, how many intergender matches are we going to do? But
I mean, unfortunately, and I hate to say this, but watch for his name later.
Oba?
No,
I
Apollo.
was going to say, he just retired Brock Lesnar. I don't think they're firing Oba. Yeah, Apollo could be a cut.
Yeah. And since they already have Keys now. I mean, Keys versus him would be amazing.
Keys and Oba's going to happen.
Yeah.
That will happen in the future. But it's going to be a vehicle to get Oba over, not Keys.
Yeah. If Apollo gets cut, I can see him in AEW.
I'm going to go 2. I like how I went 4-3-2.
I'm going to say 2.5.
I'm going to say 1.5.
What do you say, E Nasty?
I'm going to say 2.5.
Oh, he goes 2.5. All right. Next up, we got Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin in a singles match where Samoa Joe wins by technical submission, Dutchie.
Technical. Oh, yeah, this match I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, you watch this and you're like, why do people hate Baron Corbin so much? And then you watch the Constable shit, you're like, oh, that's why.
Baron Corbin had the talent. I mean, he had the potential.
When he had just a receding hairline.
All the Wyatt Six are gone.
Every member?
Every member.
Wow.
Eric Rowan, Dexter Loomis.
Eric Rowan
By the way,
cut
we didn't say Andre Chase of
NXT. He's the only person not on SmackDown to be released.
How many times has Eric Rowan got cut by WWE?
I mean,
a good amount of times.
I think this is what, the third?
Third or fourth?
He's weird to where he's like always kind of around but never really did anything. But
Yeah.
you know, before that tag match, he was Rock's last WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe. As soon as Corbin shaved the hair, the talent went away.
Oh yeah.
But when he had the weird hairline and the hair, he was fucking good. And I like the kind of buildup of he doesn't care about paying my dues. I'm too good to pay dues. Guys like Samoa Joe and Finn Balor, guys that traveled the world and worked hard on the indies, fuck them, that's stupid. I played football and I can come in here and do whatever I want. I thought that was a cool little story.
That was a cool story.
And for a big guy match, like they worked it very well.
This match was probably my favorite on the card.
Really,
I'm not ashamed to say it. I remember back in the day, I was pushing pretty hard for Baron Corbin. Boxman and I, when I was on the THT, him and I would get into it like
because he hates Baron Corbin more than you do.
Yeah, but at the time when like I was defending Baron Corbin, and then like when I started to hate Baron Corbin, and we were still doing the show, and Boxman would, when I would come on, Boxman would be like, "So what do you think of Baron Corbin now?" I'd be like, "Fuck you." Like, you're right. I go, "Oh, great Boxman, you were right about Baron Corbin." He's like, "Yes, I was." And then when Baron Corbin blocked me on X, or it was Twitter at the time.
I remember that.
Because I asked him, I said, "So does Corey Graves suck you off before every match?"
Which, by the way, he should just like if he prided himself on being a heel like he seems to. That's heat. He should just be happy he got a wrestling fan to like invest into it. Like it's not like you were saying it in real life.
No, because like Corey Graves, every match would like basically metaphorically suck off Baron Corbin. And again, I know that's like what he's supposed to do. And I was just like, all right, let's see if I can get away with this. And technically I didn't, because I technically had to apologize. And I'm pretty good at apologizing and
Who
not
do you apologize to.
Well, not necessarily apologize, but like I had to like say, like, if they're like, oh, if you want to resume, if you want your Twitter profile to be unlocked, you have to delete this tweet. I'm like, okay.
They banned you, or put you on.
Yeah, because got you banned.
Yeah, he got me banned, but then like
what the fuck?
But then I got unblocked because I deleted the tweet. But he had already blocked me.
See, Bishop Dyer wouldn't have done that.
So he blocked you and still reported you.
Yeah.
He's a piece. He couldn't take the heat. That brings this match a couple down a couple notches. No, just him and Joe was great. And like I said, he was. I started watching 2016. He was the man on SmackDown. He was like really becoming something, and I liked that little run where AJ Styles was the champion and he was in the undercard having some. Even though like, oh, he's a hot heel in NXT. Let's put him up against a babyface Jack Swagger to start. Poor bastard. But he got past that and did some pretty good shit.
Yeah.
He got fucked over with the Money in the Bank. But
well, because they were just going with the gimmick of he keeps squandering opportunities.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, well, that's kind of cool, but you also kind of want to get the guy over.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Joe is Joe. Joe is great.
Joe will always be great.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite.
And look at him now. He's still doing good things.
He's my favorite man with man tits besides me. I'll always love Samoa Joe. He's in one of my favorite matches of all time.
He's still going at it in the ring in AEW.
Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin. I'm gonna go another 4. I thought this was a hot match.
I'm saying 4.5.
I'm gonna say 3.8. That's
the decimals are coming out because Clint is not here.
Yeah, we're not getting bitched at. All right. Bailey and Sasha, baby.
This was another really good match.
Oh,
this is my favorite match.
I like the story of this too, of like, because I forgot that Bailey got called up later, and she did. And like all the girls got to their due in the 4 horsewomen, but Bailey was like, "No, you're staying in NXT a wild champ," and that was kind of bullshit.
Well, you know why though, right?
Why?
Because Triple H didn't want to lose all 4 of them.
Yeah,
he's just like, I have to keep one. Like, because Stephanie's just like, oh, I want all of them up, and Triple H is just like, let me keep one of them because I need stars. And
I didn't mind Charlotte here either. In this,
well, she was still young and well.
I like Charlotte now. She's had a great career. Fuck you guys. She's had great matches. I don't agree with Rick that she needed to be in a title match this year.
No,
she's been.
I liked what she did with Alexa.
Yeah,
I thought she was going to turn on Alexa.
I mean, I feel bad that Alexa's the one that had to take the fall.
They make her job a lot.
Yeah,
but she's one of those characters that can lose and everyone still loves her.
Yeah, exactly.
This match was so much fun. Sasha really is that bitch more than Jade Cargill. She
can work better.
She's always been great. I love Mercedes. I've always loved Mercedes. And here she was such a great fucking heel. And she made Bailey look like $1 million. And when Bailey finally got to win and hold up that NXT Women's Championship, it felt like a big fucking deal. This match, I like the Iron Woman match better, but I think this match is really good. And a lot of people consider this the best match on the card. And this is the one that gets talked about a lot.
Yep.
So
that's the reason why I picked this.
I'm going to give it a 4 or 5.
I'm getting it 5.
I'm going to give it another 4.5.
I'm getting it 5 out of 5.
That's a 5er?
Yep. It told a great story. Great in-ring wrestling. The chemistry between the two, unbelievable. And then the ending where all 4 come and hug. It got me teared up when Sasha came back and hugged Bailey. Because you could see that they're actually true friends.
Yeah.
Their friendship runs deeper than wrestling.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else on that match?
I liked how Bailey paid trade because this is the year that Dusty Rhodes had passed away, and a lot of stuff happened, or
they paid him big tributes on this show.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's so
Dusty Cup.
many Stardust stuff.
Yeah, they he got to pay, they paid him big tributes, and Roddy Piper died 2 months later, and they paid him tribute by having Stone Cold Steve Austin host a podcast with Paige. Ugh. I still blame Steve Austin. Anyway.
they announced the Dusty Cup here on this pay-per-view too.
Yeah, Regal.
Yeah, and the first Dusty Cup was actually a pretty fun tournament because you had like a lot of like oddball teams.
Yeah.
Revival, right? Was on there.
I wonder how weird it was for Cody. And he talks about how they called the NXT kids Dusty's kids.
Yeah.
And it bothered him a little bit. But I wonder how he felt that his dad was being, talked about and honored so much, and he wasn't really able to do it. Clintus,
where the hell are you?
Well, at least he's tapping in still.
Clint, if I sent you a link.
It's a little late now. All right, main event time, boys.
All right.
Yep.
I want an explanation, though, Clintus.
Finn Balor. I'll grab those tits. Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. Ladder match for the NXT Championship. Kevin Owens, you watch this and you're like, wow, he really did get in great shape throughout.
He really did.
Throughout the years.
I mean, he's still trying to get well from that neck surgery,
which I hope he does.
We need him back.
Yeah.
They need him back on SmackDown.
Yep. Him and Sammy together would reunite them.
I like keeping them away from each other. They've
Yeah.
had so many fucking. They're the two guys that I think have had great matches and like a storied rivalry, but they've just wrestled a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
Especially
great chemistry. It makes sense why they would book them together a lot, but it's just been done a lot with like what is babyface, what is heel, and blah, blah, blah. Like it just happens a lot.
Yeah, especially on Independence on ROH.
Well, even in WWE, they wrestle each other like what 50 times.
Yeah.
How many pay-per-view matches? I'll look it up.
They were WrestleMania in a match, a tag team. I mean, they were tag team together.
Yeah, and they wrestled each other at a WrestleMania.
Yep.
At least 14 times on pay-per-view.
Wow.
Which, I mean, that's a big money match. There you go. Finn and Kevin.
All right.
He's a legend.
No problem, Clement.
He's still the best part of the show, even when he's not on it.
Yeah.
We were full demon Finn Balor. Finn really had confidence here, and you could tell he felt like he was the best wrestler in the world here, and he thought he was the shit. And and Owens is such a good heel. Like this felt like ROH Kevin Steen, like the fat.
Oh yeah.
Like he still just had the little stubble instead of a full beard. Like he was just and he was always a great heel. I really liked his shit. And he was always like some of the early ROH shit when he won't shut the fuck up during the match and stuff like that. I didn't love, but I really following his career, like from the beginning, I've always fucking loved his shit. There's been he's always shown that he's a great heel.
Yeah. He's
a good baby face too.
Yeah. Though. There was a match he did in Ring of Honor against Matt Hardy, and he grabs the camera and just starts talking. And he basically sings like the first couple of bars, or he talks the first couple of bars of Matt Hardy's theme song. And it's just like, Kevin, just get in the ring. Like, you don't need to have a fucking 10-minute entrance. Like, he's kind of like how like Mongo McMichael used to talk to the camera all the time on his way in, except for, Kevin Owens could work. But Mongo would at least he would just say like the couple of sentences and then actually get in the ring and do his thing. Kevin Owens would stand in the aisle for like 10 minutes talking to the camera. It's like, Kev, get in the ring.
Another legend. So many legends on this card.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens, and the funny thing, he's such a great promo, and English isn't his first language.
Right. It's French, right?
Yeah, something like that. But and he says that he learned how to speak English through Jim Ross, which is just thinking about a little like Canadian fucking or French or what. I'm sorry if I'm fucking that up, but a little Kevin Owens, going Slavernaka. By God.
Baby Kevin's first words. By God. By God. Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold. Rockin' Austin. Rockin' Austin.
Although, to be honest with you, like he didn't grow. He grew up during the golden era because he was born. He's 2 years older than me, so
Which is
84.
yeah.
So like he must have grew up in as a French Canadian, and then like as he got older, that's when he started listening to Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Yep, he's the same age.
Or he followed him in WCW.
He's our age, Doug.
Well, that's why I said he's 2 years older than me. You're 1 year older than me. So yeah, so it goes him, me, or him, you, and then me. So thank God so you could tell that we don't have the same parents, because I think our parents would have learned our lesson before they got to me.
Yeah.
I'm still 40, Doug.
Yeah, he's older than you. Respect your elders. You're both 40 now. I'm out here with a couple of old fucks.
Yeah, you're still 40 for another couple of months.
I still got my youth.
Don't worry, I'll take it from you.
I mean, I feel like I'm aging the worst. I think I'm the worst, aging the worst out of the three.
Oh yeah, the more people that keep asking if you and I are twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up jumping off a roof. No offense.
None taken.
That's how the story went. Right.
Okay. What's the story?
All right. Oh, here's the old co-work, but still mine. You know where I'm going with this, Doug, right?
Oh, when he thought Mindy was my wife.
That's
weird.
And by the way, 2 Halloweens in a row, this guy, he would ask, when I would post a picture, like when I did, when I would go over to Mindy's house and hand out candy to the trick-or-treaters, he'd be like, "Oh, is that your girlfriend?" "Nope, my sister." "Oh, okay." The next year, "That your girlfriend?" "Nope, just like last year, it's still my sister." Oh.
The relationship hasn't changed.
So,
all right.
Great guy, but a boob.
This is, it's not my favorite ladder match in history. That will still belong to The Rock and Triple H at SummerSlam. But
I like good action, but not great action.
No, to me, it's the best match on the card. I do think it's better than the last two. I really enjoyed. This is my 5 because I think these guys work. But there's so many great ladder matches in the history of the business. It's one of my favorite gimmick match types. I love a ladder match, and this one is fantastic. I'd even say the one Kevin had with Cody is better, but that's another 5 for me.
Right.
But I think this match is fucking amazing. It's a great way to end the card. I love Kevin Owens being like, I used to be in the stands watching a WWE pay-per-view. Now I'm fucking part of one. Now I'm the main event of one. Like, that shit's just cool to me. I love the energy in this. It delivered. Wrestling is the main event sometimes. That is all people remember sometimes. That is the biggest part of the fucking show, and it will always. When I was a kid, not even when I was a kid, when the network first came out, and me and Doug would watch wrestling, and he'd be like, "Well, you want to watch Armageddon this or this pay-per-view or this?" And I'm like, "What's the main event?" That's how much the main event matters.
Exactly.
The main event is a big deal, and when it fucking delivers, it's the best thing in the world. And this one fucking delivered. It's a 5 for me. I thought Finn and Kevin both worked their fucking asses off. And even though you knew Kevin was going to lose.
Well, yeah, because he was wrestling at SummerSlam the next night.
Yeah, he was already in a program with Cena. So you knew he was going to go down. But I love this match. And that's why when he said main eventing a WWE pay-per-view, and it's like, dude, you've wrestled Cena already. You main eventing an NXT pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It was cool, but I love this match. 5.
I'm gonna go 4.5 again.
I'm gonna give it 4.75.
If Clintus in the comments, God bless.
I think he left.
The overall show, Eric, this was a great pick. This was a great pick from you. I love this program. There was
easy watch too.
It was an easy watch, and there was one throwaway, and everything was heavily entertaining. I'm gonna go 9.2 out of 10. This is it's not a perfect show, and a lot of these guys, even though they have been around for a long time, they still haven't came to their own yet by this point.
Yeah,
there's better Kevin to come. There's arguably better Finn to come, but this is still really good Finn. This is really good Joe. But there's better from other people on the card. There's especially Bailey and Sasha will go on to do even greater things. Which
You even had a Cesaro and Neville, aka Pac, appearance.
Yeah,
a precursor to the Death Riders, them getting out of the same car.
Yeah.
What if Moxley would have? What if Ambrose shows up?
Yeah.
I did. This is a 9-2. I really like this.
I give it a straight 9.
All right, Doug.
I'm gonna say a 9-8. I really did enjoy the show. It was an easy watch. I remember liking it back in the day. I thought they did a good job. I think this is one thing. Triple H's never fucked up the black and gold.
No.
Now I don't know why he's fucking up the main roster, but
TKO.
yeah, you can blame it because did you guys see Mark Shapiro do that interview where he's just like, "Oh yeah, TKO runs WWE creative." It's like, yeah, people are complaining about the creative. I wouldn't brag about that. I would be like, seriously, like if somebody,
I think they did it on purpose to take heat off Triple H.
Like
that's my theory.
It may be, but like if it's just like, okay, people are shitting on your creative, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, like we're the ones in control. Okay, they're shitting on it. I would be as far. I wouldn't even blame Triple H. I'd be like, oh yeah, Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes, they smoke a lot of weed before they
nothing wrong with that. And Michael Hayes is a genius. I don't care what anybody says. Michael's the man.
He's gonna feel vindicated if Chelsea's on that list of cuts.
Oh yeah.
Michael Hayes has been a part of a lot of good shit.
Yeah.
Some of your favorite wrestling matches of all time, Hayes was behind it.
Oh, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying
the producer role gets so overlooked.
I'm just saying he's an idiot.
Yeah. I'm
not saying that, he hasn't been responsible for a lot of stuff. I mean,
that is the opposite of calling him a genius. Like, you are going against that a little bit by calling him stupid. But I get you can be stupid in one metric and a genius in another. So
yeah.
All right. What are we doing on the cartoon show?
Tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the When Tunes Combine YouTube channel. Animated Hour of Power, episode 35. We're going to see Animaniacs take on Fillmore. We're going to see Fire Force take on Devilman Crybaby. Yep. Teen Titans Go takes on the Cleveland Show.
Holy shit. That's a weird. I don't even know where I would go with that.
And the main event is going to be the spectacular new adventures of Casper the Friendly Ghost taking on Beetlejuice, the animated series.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, well, we need tough ones.
In the showdown. Oh, no, not the showdown Wednesday.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about showdown yet.
All right, you guys want to know what we're doing next week on the wrestling show? Because Eric predicted, me and Eric both are geniuses, by the way, and predicted most of the WrestleMania matches. We beat Doug into the fucking ground. I think we won by 1. But me and Eric tied and predicted the most WrestleMania predictions that we did on the show. So he picked this week. I'm picking next week. And my pick is we're going to do the greatest commentator of all time tournament bracket. Where we're going to be ranking. We're going to have a seated bracket, and we'll have it up here on the screen for everybody doing the screen share. And we're going to have a tournament style with Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler. It doesn't matter if you're a play-by-play commentator or a color commentator. We're going to be doing a lot of the ones from the territories that Doug knows. Doug will be sending you videos and some stuff that you may have not seen.
Kenneth, you as well. It'll be posted in the group chat because there's a lot of people that I feel like need to be added.
But like we talked about Jim Ross earlier, a lot of people consider him the greatest of all time. Some people consider Bobby Heenan the greatest of all time. Gordon Soley, Gorilla Monsoon.
Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone's going to be in there. Even like obscure like Vampiro for his work in Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Joey Styles
will be up there.
Joey Styles. I'm gonna try to make sure that my good buddies Craig Johnson and Scott Hudson are included from the GWF.
Well, Scott Hudson has to be because it was WCW.
Yeah. Maybe you should bring him on.
Your other buddy, Mark Madden's going to be on there too.
Yeah.
Which I know you actually hate him. But yes, we're going to find out the greatest. Me, Eric, Clint, and Doug are all going to vote. And if it's a tie, we're going to do like a dice roll thing live or a coin flip or something. We'll figure it out that way. But that's going to be our episode. It's going to be a big, fun episode where we're going to be talking commentators. And the voice, it's such an important thing that, you know, the wrestlers talk about a lot, but people forget it's the soundtrack to this shit.
Yeah.
And if you have a great commentator, Ross made one of the most popular eras because of his fucking commentary. Gorilla too. So there's a lot of, it's not just those two. They might not get to the finals. That's how crazy this could go. So tune in next week and see a great talk about the voices of wrestling. Doug, you have anything to say to Eric?
Eric.
Clean your shorts.
Well, I was going to say clip them.
Yeah, we're saying clips now because that's what it's all the clips. Only on YouTube, the shorts. So clip it up, Eric.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see everybody next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.